Greetings beloved friends and welcome. It is time for us to invite you to turn your attention inward. We invite you to place your attention and to orient to the flow of energy entering your field. To close your eyes and place your focus in your energy field so that you can allow yourselves to perceive, notice or sense, in whatever way arises for you, the vibration, the emanation, the flow of your being. As you are placing your attention on this, you'll realize this is a subtle thing, and that's because higher frequency energies are more subtle. It is higher frequency energies flowing into you purely and directly. The more you turn your inner knowing and attention to perceiving and orienting to these energies, the more your capacity to perceive them opens up. With an awareness of the pure energy of you coming into your field, and even if you feel that you are simply imagining this, take a deep breath and intend to open further. Be available to receive more. Be aware of the sensations within your physicality that indicate these very subtle shifts created by your choice and your focus, and be aware of your capacity for allowing, your ability to soften and let things move more easily. When you are tuned to this energetic expression of your being, you will notice it feels delicate. This is not because you are fragile in any way. It's because fundamentally your consciousness is this higher frequency subtle energy, and it is this energy that is interpenetrating your physicality and creating your embodiment. You are this consciousness that feels delicate and ethereal. You've been focused so much lately on embodying your human life. We wanted to be in this space together where we returned your awareness to who you truly are, and now to say, this is what you are bringing into form. This energy that you are sensing and orienting to, this is what you are bringing into form. You are being encouraged to expand upon your allowing so this subtle energy can enrich your life and your world. This is the blending of which we are speaking. Most of you are getting very relaxed right now, and this is facilitating greater flow. So much of this ability to flow is accomplished by your state of mind. When you are excited or passionate, peaceful, enthused, blissed out, full of love or appreciation, your energy flows easily, quickly, directly. When you are feeling less well, you create resistance. You filter your own flow. When you are feeling less well, we want to point out something else to you. You've gotten disoriented. You're not really in alignment with your own consciousness. You've kind of abandoned your own consciousness. In some way, when you don't feel well, you are focused on the body you live in or the temporary experiences that arise in your awareness, and you've got some story going about all of them, and in fact you've gotten disoriented. You've made the temporary playground your reality, and you've kind of disengaged from the truth of your being. You've given perhaps more permanence or meaning to the temporary uprisings in this experience of focus. When you find yourself unhappy, stressed out or discouraged, in pain, we encourage you to do what we just did and re-identify with your own true self. Return to your own energy and the subtle field that is really who you are. You are conscious awareness. You are conscious awareness that at this moment is experiencing a blended embodiment, an interpenetration of your awareness with this physicality, and having the experience of your focus molding things. When you return to the awareness that you are consciousness and that you are consciousness that molds to your focus and is eternally abundant, you create a new relationship to this moment. One that again feels more powerful, peaceful, expansive, and free. We wanted to talk a little bit today about what happens when you feel unhappy or stressed out, or if you are experiencing health issues or feeling discouraged, because some of you are beginning to feel the disappointment that you have because of the different societal beliefs, stories, and experiences, all of which can create a difficult relationship to the holidays. Some of you are more alone than you feel you would like to be. Alone in terms of having plans and things to do and people to share stuff with. Some of you would like this holiday to feel and be more special, but there are difficult challenges occurring in your human life at the moment. Some of you feel like you would like more kindred souls to be with. You would like to have arrived at this holiday in more health so you could enjoy it with more comfort. Some of you feel like you would like something like these holidays to have a deeper, more substantial kind of celebration feeling to them. A way of acknowledging and sharing the wonderful life you have with love and friendship and connection and thriving, and yet, it's not really here yet. If you are one who has noticed this and is having any of these challenging feelings about the holiday, we want to remind you that holidays are not to be used as checkpoints for success, and yet, that's what happens. So many times when a holiday comes up, it becomes this external marker when you look at your life and kind of decide what's going well and what's not. We would like to encourage you to not do this, and instead, if you're feeling in any way that your joy is diminished by the upcoming experience and the mindset around the holidays, to instead create a new state of mind. You are the shaper of your experience, so use this capacity to your benefit. What would you feel about this day and this time if instead it was July? Would you be feeling discouraged about your life and your plans for this week if it was a regular week in July? If this was a Saturday in July? Can you play with your mindset in this way to see how much you are being affected potentially, and unconsciously? Choosing your emotional state and your experience unconsciously by letting the time of the year and the societal expectations dictate your relationship to your life and initiate an evaluation of your life and your success? If you want more kindred relationships and more well-being and more abundance and more vitality and more clarity and more of anything. And many of you are creating more, and if it was actually July, and you were learning to create more and you were steadily working towards these things and feeling yourself making some headway and having the sense that things were moving in the right direction, you wouldn't be feeling bad. In fact, we suspect you'd be feeling quite proud of yourself, and we'd like to encourage you to orient to that, because we want you to feel good about you all the time. To not use these external things like holidays to apply them as a checkpoint for your success or to define what success mean. Remember, when you love yourself, you love yourself. Not sometimes but all the time. In this state and in the state to which you are evolving, you love yourself. In this state and the state into which you are evolving, you love yourself. We want you to feel good all the time. Return to this blending which you are creating. Reorient to the subtle energy which is the truth of who you are. Let yourself as awareness expand from the center of your being. We're asking you to do this now. To return to this subtle energy that you are, and then as you are letting yourself expand as conscious awareness from the center of your being, do you notice how you can expand outward in all directions, endlessly? Even though you might not distinctly perceive things beyond your physical state, without hearing or sight, you still can have a feeling, a sense of your own expansiveness, and you can have a sense of how your consciousness can just expand infinitely. There is a limitlessness that is your actual awareness. Do you notice the way it can expand outward endlessly? And in this awareness, as we often say, everything arises. Everything that you experience arises within this vast awareness. Your awareness is the host in which all experiences arise, and this can be more real to you as you tune to the subtle energy you are. Then you can see quite clearly that all of the conflict and all the challenges are temporary, arising within this awareness. You can also see that everything can be resolved in your awareness. Everything you want to be different can actually arise differently within your awareness. All the beauty of life can be known within your awareness. At any given moment there is so much going on and rising up which is beautiful and benefiting you and everything that is, and that in essence all of it is rising and falling away, and yet the perpetual thing is your awareness. When we guide you in this way, these are not tricks to distract you from what you see as problems. These are pathways to tap into the more accurate relationship to your existence, which shows you that what you relate to as a problem is actually a temporary experience, and it's most definitely not who you are. We're encouraging you to consciously maintain that awareness more often while embodied. Blending you being means embracing your humanity, as we have been encouraging you to do, and engaging and creating the most beautiful and expressive, free, and elevated experience in your human life. Blending your being occurs by cultivating an awareness that you are this subtle energy, this subtle, expansive, eternal energy flowing into this human life. As consciousness, you and let the implications of this broader knowing shape your experience, become so fundamental to how you relate to life and yourself that they implicate fully. To achieve this is an ongoing practice to live as a blended being. It's a practice that integrates light into form and energizes the material while liberating paradigms of love and wholeness. You are the ambassadors of this emerging paradigm of wholeness for human beings. Do you realize this is a brand new experience to be a human being and relate to your life as it is whole? You are the first collective human experience that is seeing itself as whole. As already good enough. Already capable. Although you're identifying more fully with your non-physical eternalness, and although some of you may struggle to maintain this state of mind consistently, you have tasted its truth. You have moments where you feel this knowing. You are developing an ability to be in your bodies more consistently with this knowing, and you are using daily practices to reshape the habits of being human through creating your own experience. As you live differently, as you behave differently, as you alter the lifestyle of being human by living with an orientation to your fullness rather than fully identifying with this temporary expression of you, you are also transforming the human DNA so that you will experience greater and different experiences through the capacity of your human body, and future humans will have a far different experience. These future humans also include some of you. There's a wonderful complex mind-blowing co-creation occurring, and it's being facilitated by your conscious awareness opening up while you're in this embodied human experience. Practice being aware of yourself as consciousness, embodied. We encourage you to combine these wonderful, active, doing, enjoying, being moments of humanity with this sense of yourself as this subtle, eternal, expansive consciousness, and to play with finding a balance in relating to both of these such that you feel an awareness of the fullness of you more and more often, more and more accurately. See how much of your limitlessness, your awareness, can flow forth, here. That, dear ones, is the game. I am Archangel Michael.